Hey guys, it's Baayta. Today I'm going to review for you a device that was sent to me from Lepow International Company. Lepow makes Bluetooth speakers, battery banks, and different accessories for your mobile devices. So please check out their Amazon store. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. But the main device that I'm looking at today is this is the Modre Lepow Bluetooth speaker. And it comes in this nice little nifty cup holder kind of a container, and it's actually very nice in the design. And we'll get into that in a second. Just the general overall specs kind of quickly going on. It's a Bluetooth speaker, and it also supports a 3.5mm jack input. It's powered by a lithium-ion battery rated at 900 milliamp hours. It also boosts supposedly about a 7-hour or 7.5-hour worth of battery usage, and we'll see how that works after my tests. The other thing also, it does not support Bluetooth 4.0. It's a Bluetooth 3.0. We're going to do a quick unboxing and a quick run through some of the main features on it. My thoughts at least at the end of this video. The main thing you want to look at here essentially is that the paper is removable, but you have a non-slip material here at the bottom, so it enables it to kind of basically, it won't go anywhere. So the other thing you want to notice here is that there is no actual sipping portion, so this wasn't really meant to drink anything from, but the cover is made out of a silicone material. Then we go in here, we have the Lepow Bluetooth speaker user manual. Then we're greeted with this kind of cover that kind of looks like it cradles something, but in reality that's really what it is. It's kind of covering where the Lepow speaker is. It's nicely put in there, and it's actually put in there pretty firmly as far as the container, so the shaking that you're hearing is probably just the wires at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and open it up, take it out of the box. And here we are, the Lepow speaker. And it's actually pretty nice. The form factor is very small. It fits pretty nicely in one hand. I mean, again, I'm not saying I have big hands, but it actually fits pretty nicely. It's small, it's compact. It is does have actually a battery power pack inside, so it does charge itself. There's no wires for it to actually turn on and use. The other thing we notice here is that we have a mic. So this Bluetooth speaker is actually capable of helping us make conference calls using this device. So the main thing you want to keep in mind here is it plays music and it will actually run itself on power. So you have connectors in the back for USB charging. You have the charged LED light, and then you have the auxiliary in LED light via Bluetooth. So if you're Bluetooth or auxiliary, it'll tell you it's connected. The other thing is you have the auxiliary cable. Now, the other thing you also have here is really just one button, turn it on and off. There's no other button as far as the interface. So you cannot initiate conversations from here. You cannot initiate calls, but you can answer the call on the phone and then put it down and then basically have this at a reasonable distance from your phone and still have a very nice, clear conversation. Let's go ahead and keep looking at what we have here in the container, or at least in the cup. There's another little shoe horse here, or a little horse mount, kind of and here we are, I'll take that out. And then we have two additional pieces of equipment here. We have a flat cable, so it's a no-tangle cable for the 3.5mm jack audio. So this is what you would use for connecting audio into the back of the device. And you also have the USB charging cable, same material actually as we have here. Green color, they're nice aesthetically, and then again, no tangle, and this is what you'd use to charge the actual device. It will feed off of any USB charger that you have, or you can even charge it off your computer. It takes longer, but it will work. We'll go ahead and put these guys back in here. So the main interface that we have here, obviously, is that you see that there's a cup, and I noticed that a lot of people, that have reviewed this and looked at this, and what people don't know, there's a nice little trick on the interwebs, I guess, if you want to look at it, that enables you to amplify sound. Now, this is pretty loud. This can get very loud. But the other thing you could do, though, is to amplify the sound, is to include kind of a horn. So the cup kind of works as such. So if you ever turned it on, put it in the cup, and then put it in this way, it amplifies and makes the sound go louder. This worked great for me when I was trying this in the car, because the main reason that a lot of us use these speakers, especially not all of our cars now have Bluetooth speakers, is to be able to converse and talk to people, or even just listen and consume more media. When you put it in the cup, the decibel level goes up even higher because it amplifies within the cup. Also, this is a standard cup size, so it fits in every single cup size that you guys have, or cup holder in the car, and it works very well. Now, I didn't have to actually test it to use it with the 3.5mm jack here in the back. I've used it basically over Bluetooth, which is what I wanted to intentionally try. To test the audio, I went ahead and paired it with my Note 3. So the device actually pairs pretty easily. Once you turn it on for the first time, it asks you, do you want to pair? And that's basically the initial thing that you want to do. It asks you to go ahead and pair, but do you have some audio indication of what's going on? It says it's power on, and then we'll wait a few seconds. That beep right there recognizes that it's connected via Bluetooth. And then what we do here is we'll connect it via Bluetooth to our device. I'm using my Note 3, and I'm just going to play some songs. I'm going to keep the volume pretty low just to kind of give you a range of what it sounds like. So this is pretty low. So in a sense, just from the sense of power, it actually has a very nice deep sounds, and it actually gives you a very clear voice. I was also able to use this outside when I was working in the backyard and working around the house, and it really gives and delivers very, very good audio. I do find that the audio quality is dependent on how far you are from the device. So when I was about 10, 15 feet away, I was still getting good audio from it. And when I say I mean the phone is in my pocket and I'm listening to the music out of the speaker. The other thing I was able to test on it was the Bluetooth speaker / conference calling option. So what happens here is that it works very well. The sound is depending on the quality of the calls, so it really is controlled by the device. There is no volume control here, so there's no way to increase the gain or change anything there. Everything is controlled by the volume rocker that you have on your device. So depending on how strong you can provide the signal, that's how loud it could get. On a side note, I've been able to actually test this multiple times in the car and in the office. I've had better performance in the office, so it works great in the office environment. If you're traveling in a hotel and you're in conference calls all the time, this is great as opposed to having to kind of handle your phone. Having the amplification here works very well. The ability to actually have this mobile with you and just position it, and it does grab the sound very, very well. Overall, very nice speaker. I like the sound quality on it. The compact and the form factor makes it simple to pack. You don't have to worry about any other wires. These wires that you get here are essentially extras if you really want to use them. The Bluetooth functionality makes this cable almost obsolete, but if you have a phone that doesn't have it, this will work. And I can't say how many cables I have that use this, the same charger. So adding an additional cable won't help me. So all I have to do when I'm traveling is really pack this, and to charge it again, I plug it in. Other than that, it works great. It has the same non-slip material as the cup, so it actually it really doesn't just slip, it doesn't go on. It's very nicely firm paste, and it works great. The build quality is very nice. The finish, it's very well put together. The sound quality that comes out of this is on the other side a totally different experience that you just don't expect from this small little Bluetooth speaker. It actually does pretty much put out a lot of good sound. The bass and the highs very well. They rated at about 7 hours with 50% volume, and then I'm assuming that's the 50% volume from your device. So as long as you're not playing it too loud, you should be able to get a 7-hour play time out of this. I find that obviously, when you're playing the music and you're listening to things, and because it's a Bluetooth speaker and it's portable, you do want to be able to have actually, nice sound. So I got about 4.5, almost 5 hours with about, I would say maybe 75% volume. I want to listen to my music and I want to kind of have it fill the room. And it does actually do that, which is surprising from a small speaker such as this. The other trick, as I showed you guys in the unboxing and the general overview, is I was able to actually use the cup as a little horn, because I realized, obviously this is the container, this is what it comes with, but this is where you keep it if you want to try, if you're not traveling with it, you want to keep it in a container, this is where it would stay. And the material that is made out of this, and it actually works very, very well. It bounces the audio within the cup and it just makes it even more. It's kind of like just creating a megaphone for the speaker inside of it. So it worked very well, and the non-slip material in the back works very well as well. Overall, very good. The audio quality, I was able to do it. I tested it in the car and I tested it in an office. And you're going to wonder, why are you using a Bluetooth speaker in the car? My car doesn't have Bluetooth. I had to actually be able to put in something to make it use Bluetooth. So I wanted to test this out to see if somebody can, gets something like this and they're traveling. You go in, you pick up a rental car. You don't have Bluetooth and you want to be able to have, conversations. Not all our phones have good speakers. I've reviewed the Xperia Z in the past. I've looked at other devices that have low volume output from them. This fixes a lot of those problems, and the rate that it works and the functionality is very good. I think you guys should definitely check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm going to give you guys a link in the description below to the Lepow store on Amazon.com, and they're available here in the US as far as shipping and as well as international locations. So depending where you are, if you definitely want to pick up one of these guys and check it out, let me know.
More than likely, we're probably going to see some kind of raffle that goes on for this the closer we get to Christmas, just to kind of say thank you to all you guys and all the support that you guys are giving me. And I also want to say thanks to Lepow providing me this piece of hardware to actually review. I have another piece of hardware that I'm going to be reviewing, which is also something I'm very excited about, and it's a Use-Tone 12,000 milliamp hour battery power bank that is just phenomenal and works great so far. I'll see you guys soon.